everybody, and welcome to a very special BB21 recap show with Jason Roy, the person you've all been begging me for all season. You asked, I made it happen. You were like, we want Jason on Twitter. I'm like, no problem, I'm on it. Jason's back on Twitter. You guys asked and I'm doing it, that's why I'm here for all of you. But look, before we bring Jason on, I gotta let you guys know a few things. Like, if you've missed any of our past shows, you can check them out over at yourrealityrecaps.com/bb21. Find out where you placed in the trash draft, get flashback times, the spoiler sheets so that you guys can find out everything that is happening on the show. Whoop, kind of just like that. You just click it on our website, it will pop up for you and let you know where the status of the house is. So check out all of our content over there. Of course, you can change /BB21 for /BB any season you want, 16, 15, 14, all the way down to 12 to see all of our content for those seasons too. If you don't have the feeds, consider getting them from us, yourrealityrecaps.com/feeds, or if you want to become an updater, yourrealityrecaps.com/updaters. We could really use people for late night on the West Coast, so if that is something you're interested, you can watch the feeds for free, win prizes, we promote you, and more. We would really appreciate it, so check that out. Now, you guys are watching live on TV Co, but if you are in the future watching this, make sure you head to yourrealityrecaps.com/tvco and become a fan, follow, so that you are alerted every time we go live. You can hang out in the chat. We are live every single day, doing live feed update show for the feeds on TV Co. And of course, we are live every single day on YouNow as well. So make sure you are following us over there too. Those are the only two places we are live. Our Big Brother shows are mainly on TV Co. and YouNow. We talk reality TV, Hangout, and a whole bunch more. Of course, we talk a little bit of Big Brother over there as well too. And the exit interviews at the end of the year will be on YouNow. So just make sure you're following us on both. It's not confusing, everyone. Lastly, if you want to help support our shows, we would really appreciate it. yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get access to the patron-only group, prize giveaways, weekly shows. It's where the after shows will be with the house guests at the end of the season, John's cooking shows, meal kit giveaways every week. I mean, so much is happening over in the patron group, and it is a great way to help support us. Of course, you could always just do a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal, or if you have any Amazon shopping to do, start your shopping at yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. And then, of course, lastly, I would really appreciate if you guys followed us on Instagram. We want that Instagram money that I know Jason will be making fun of on this show. So follow us on Instagram, thumbs up and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Click the bell, leave a comment below, 5-star rating and a nice review in iTunes is always appreciated. Just you guys sharing on social media, it really helps us so much, especially if you take the content and put it places you don't see it. I don't know where you kids go. Snapchat, are you allowed to do that? MySpace still a thing? You get it. Share our content, tell 5 friends, just share the love. It's a great way to help support us for free, but supporting us for money is better. That being said, here is somebody who you all have been dying for. It's Jason!
Hey!
How are you, Jason?
I'm good.
Are you good?
I am. I turn 30 tomorrow. I am doing fabulous.
Thanks for the reminder. 30? I feel like you always come on. Is this weird timing? I feel like you always come on when it's like the day or two before your birthday.
Well, I don't think I did. It's probably been over a year since we've done one of these.
Yeah.
So it wasn't last year. But, it's August. It's BB season. This is peak time.
It has been over a year since you've done anything, Jason.
Yeah.
And why are you hiding from us?
I was just like, I came out of Over the Top, and it was a little bit like, okay, like I kind of lost some of my passion for Big Brother. And then I did all the damn YouNows and all the crap of my own for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like, none of that was anything fulfilling. And then I moved to LA, and like everything here costs friggin' $900 to breathe. So like there just is no time to like be a social media star. It was just like time to get to work, bitch.
Time to work. It's much like New York. I understand the LA. But look, Jason, I'm
Yes.
glad that we had a nice, pleasant intro. That was the nice intro for everyone because now I'm here to yell at you.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm going to let everybody know again. You guys can share the show, hit the three little dots in the button, share, tell everyone that we're live. You can leave your questions in the chat room or you can tweet me them with hashtag YRR live. But first, why? I defended you, Jason. I feel
I
like I
know.
had your back in OTT. I feel like you are one of the most loved guests of this show. And then you go get Jackson cast?
Listen, what you have to understand is nobody listens to me. So when they said that to the casting people, I almost for sure thought they weren't going to listen to me. Okay,
Okay.
you want to just get into it? You want to hear the whole story
Oh, we
about my
do. Let's
casting?
go. That is what we want to hear.
So I'm contacted by them, and they're like, "We're gonna do one in LA. We're doing it earlier than we usually do. Can we come do it at your bar in Studio City, which is
Right.
actually like a stone throw away from the house? Like literally, you could get a megaphone and probably fuck with the backyard."
Right.
Um,
Which we don't condone.
they have all these people there at like 8 o'clock in the morning, like 400 people. Obviously, they sending some like recruits in that are all
Mm-hmm.
like done up in like ugly little like over the top things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and one of the last people in that line though was Jackson, and he was not like a recruit person at all. And he was like, "I just moved to LA, da 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 da," da. And like in person, he's not like a that tall of a guy. Most of
No.
these people on TV, you don't really realize if they're like short enough. But he literally looked like generic mold of exactly the Southern guy they put on Big Brother. He
Sure.
was like Monty that wasn't an asshole. He was like this one that wasn't a this. Like he looked exactly like if I was in casting, I was
Right.
like, I didn't hear his interview. I didn't hear anything he said. I just saw him and was
Right.
like,
You need that
he's
one.
walking CBS. Are you kidding me? He looks
Right.
exactly like the type of motherfuckers you put on this thing.
Right.
And then actually, everyone filters out. People take photos with me for a second. They want to talk for a second. But
Uh-huh.
he sat at my bar for like 2 hours after the thing and asked me like real questions, not just like, oh, who do you talk to still? Who do you like? Like, he asked me like strategic game questions that I was like, oh, not only is he like the generic good looking guy you guys put on this show, but he's actually like putting in the intelligent work, not just the I'm here to get a Lulu bed for free or whatever the hell.
Right.
So I actually was like, okay, like I have respect for this. But I didn't even, I mean, I should have known the minute I was thinking he was like a less annoying Monty. I should have known that like that was a red flag. But for them over there, like, I don't think they want problematic people. Like, do we
Sure.
just want a bunch of boring people?
No.
And that's not saying that we should have been endorsed by anything he's ever said. I
No.
think he's a full idiot.
Yeah.
And actually, I didn't think he was going to get cast because he lied and said he was single. And then when I came into the room with the casting people, I said, if you guys don't cast him, you're all stupid. And the girl that interviewed him said, well, he said he was single, but here's his girlfriend. It took her like 5 minutes to find his girlfriend on Instagram. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh shit, you're done, bro. You are done. And actually, I met his now ex girlfriend a few weeks ago because she is mutual friends with one of my friends.
Really?
Yes, actually, my friend John was on Survivor, wrestler John.
Uh-huh.
I'm friends with his girlfriend, and I go to Tequila, some Mexican place, and there's his girlfriend and Jackson's ex girlfriend eating guac.
So how does she feel about the Holly
Oh,
relationship?
she got a bunch of tea. I want to bring her to all the parties to start problems.
I think you need to get her to come on this show.
Oh, I could work that. She'd love it, probably.
Yeah, I think you should. Did you see the clip of Jackson and Holly having sex in the bed this morning while Christy and Annalise were talking about bathroom problems?
I did not. And I haven't really been. I just got back on the Twitter, so I'm just not seeing like all these live feed clips yet and stuff. But everyone's telling me they're fucking hardcore this year. Like everyone's screwing on this show.
They are. It is. Well, my first question was when you left Jackson, did you notice a rash or?
No, I don't think they like make you get naked at the casting calls.
I think they can move around though. I think they like can crawl out and like could be like. I'm just saying, if there happened to be an outbreak at the bar after, I think you know who patient zero is.
Okay, okay.
Have you ever? Has there ever been a season with this many like STDs going around the house? And like, don't they test for it?
I mean, they test you for everything. I mean, that's why Evil Dick got sent home on
Uh
13,
huh.
and like, but I mean, if I think back when I did watch feeds and stuff, I mean, April and Ollie were like making porn in the HOH room.
Right. That
Like, and
is.
now people try to be discreet about it and pretend like there's nothing going on under the sheets. Back in the day, they were just full like reverse cowgirling in front of the cameras.
They were. It was a different time. It was. I love how Jackson thinks that it's not being shown. Like he's literally like, they don't show this. Why would they show us having sex on the feeds?
Everyone thinks they know everything. You know, they're like, oh, why would they do that? Why would they do that? And that's why I was like paranoid about everything in the house. Like the cameras in the bathroom, they're
Hmm.
like, we don't even watch that in the control room. Like lies, it's somewhere. Someone is
Sure.
watching people poop. I
Yeah.
don't believe that no one sees that. Like I don't believe it. So
It.
don't ever believe like no one's up at 3 a.m. watching you like do it in the butt. Because for sure they got enough people on payroll. Someone is always there watching.
Yeah. Every feed has a television in that control room, so there's one for the bathroom that it's being recorded.
For sure.
And I don't know because if you haven't been paying attention to Twitter that much, last week they had like the mess up with Canada and somebody leaked the like 40 minutes before the live show. Somebody from the control room leaked the fight, that big fight on the last show. They leaked it
Uh-oh.
like from the you saw Julie like getting ready on the stage, like her team putting the makeup on, like just a control room person just leaked that to YouTube. So your poops could show up, is what I'm saying, everyone.
Oh yeah, well now Tumblr is gone. You
Yeah,
know, Tumblr used to be the place where like BB nude men enjoy or whatever, where there was like
I know.
pictures of every time anyone is caught naked on feeds. So actually, the takedown of Tumblr has actually probably helped house guests like not become porn stars afterwards.
And there's got to be a forum that has it, though. There's got to be a forum
Oh,
that
I'm sure the dark web somewhere, baby.
the dark because I now I wish I would have saved some of those. But let me bring in a question from Michelle69. You're getting this from a ton of people, and I want to get it out of the
Okay.
way right away. Who are you? You know, who do you want to win? Who are you liking? Who are you not liking this season?
I mean, honestly, I only really like two people. And yeah, I've met Tommy and I'm still not really a fan. I've met him at events in New York. He
Uh huh.
comes to Big Brother things all the time there. So it's nice to see people that are like really fans and like really show up to things. So like was happy to see him, but really I only like Nicole
Hmm.
because I know everyone likes Nicole because she's nice, but like let's really boil down who I am.
Right.
Nicole is like the exact girl I've been hanging out with since middle school.
Right.
Like if you look at the people I link up with, it's like the Megs and the Chrissies and
Hmm.
the Nicoles, like little quirky theater girls or little quirky rock girls, or like those are my people. So obviously Nicole already had me, and especially that she's got like a New England accent and a shitty job. Like, come on, she's the girl me, and I'm glad about it. And obviously, Kat is friggin' hysterical. Hysterical. She's the only person that's funny this whole year. Like, I, my main thing is like, what the fuck is an Annalise? What the fuck is an Annalise? Because like I have never she's bigger filler than that guy that dated that girl with the cancer in her stomach or whatever her name was.
Oh God. Yeah. 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 Oh.
She she like I feel like the cast is so many of those walking like pillowcase of people that you're just like, yo, you are made of nothing but cotton. I'm so bored with you. And now they're all like, Why does America hate me? Because bitch, you're boring.
I don't know that America hates Annalise so much, but yeah, she is boring. She's furniture, but we've seen a furniture game win.
Oh, furniture is sometimes probably a good strategy. Annalise will probably be in the final three.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, I
Yeah.
would take her to final two. I'd be like, if this bitch wins, then this whole thing is a sham.
I would not want her to win at all. I would not want her to
No,
win at all. Well, here then, speaking of Annalise, so let me bring this up from Kayla Ramona wants to know, do you see any paths where Annalise isn't in the final two? So no, you think
isn't.
she's is not.
I mean, honestly, she's probably in a good spot to be because no matter, if we keep have the Cliffs Angels versus like the assholes from high school,
Mm,
it's just gonna boil itself down to, we're left with a Jessica, we're left with an Annalise, and we're left with a so and so. So she's probably in a good spot to be in the final two. But like again, that would just be one more valid point on why this season actually kind of sucks because nobody wants to see that.
nobody wants to see it. I mean, all right, let's go to Cliff for a minute since you mentioned
Okay.
Cliff. What are your thoughts on Cliff? Like
On
people on Cliff, sure.
I mean, honestly, everyone knows like the old heavyset Southern guy is not my type. Like goodbye cornbread flashbacks.
Right?
But totally smarter, better, nicer, funnier, more endearing, like the cornbread that wouldn't get voted out first. So it's actually like nice to see like the odd placement person, the person that's like 15 years older than everyone, the person that like his character type. It's nice to see them not get like voted out first.
Yeah.
But him like sitting in the cliff notes thing, I is nothing more than what I hate when someone is like trying to put on their own show. And I
Right.
get it, but like Steve Moses did this where he would just sit in a room and talk to a camera. On OTT, Scott did it, begging for America to do whatever for him.
Uh-huh.
Like there's always something I don't like about those people that like barricade themselves and then are like, okay, America, let's tell you. And I'm like, shut up, bro. Like, go talk to somebody and actually play the game. No one cares about your cliff notes. So I was glad that what's her name, that bitch no one likes, listened to him and heard that because that's just juicy stuff. Don't be talking loud in some room with the door closed. You're stupid.
Christy, but yeah, we'll get to Christy in a minute. I mean, my problem with Cliff is I agree. I feel like everything he does is to try and win America's favorite player.
Oh,
He has like the text, like he's in the kitchen. Is it eviction day? It's time. Like you watch him look for the camera, and then
mhm.
put on sunglasses, do a dance for the camera. Make
Yes. He's
no,
very aware. He's definitely working the dad joke thing. He knows that
yes.
he's an endearing dad joke guy, and he's definitely working that angle.
But let me ask you this, because this is maybe where I disagree with you then. Because I agree with you. I don't like when the people are locked in the room pandering to America. But do you
Right.
appreciate when the person talks to the camera and tells us what their mindset is or strategically what they're doing?
I do, but I also like having played the game also,
Right?
I know that half that is also bullshit. That's also meandering to the camera of
Mm-hmm.
saying, like, this is what I want you to think my strategy was.
Sure.
This is my revisionist history because you want them to be like, Jason's a good player or Cliff's doing great. And it's really
Right.
like, if you have to sit and explain it, then like it's probably not that good because real Big Brother players know like what you're saying in the diary room might be bullshit, what you're saying to this person might be bullshit, and they can weed out what the truth is. I don't need you to tell me the truth. I've already figured it out.
Right.
And if it's not what I figured out, then you're not as smart as I was giving you credit for.
Right. But I wonder if you have to play America a little bit too. Because if
Oh, I
you.
mean, I come from OTT where all it was
Sure.
playing America. Yeah,
Right.
we didn't even play the game with each other. All we did was play the game versus America.
Exactly.
So I do get that, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit like, like whatever. Nice to now Cliff's one. I'll be like, hey, nice to meet you, but like whatever. What am I gonna
Well,
do with an old fat man? Sorry, why I gotta call him fat? That's
maybe
rude.
he has oil money.
He has oil money. I don't care.
All right, well, I do. Wait until you're getting ready for your 40th birthday and still don't have insurance. Then you'll be like, old man oil money, I'm it. um, Lost in King Cruz wants to know, speaking of OTT, is there anyone on the season that you wished would have been on your season of OTT? I think just what he's asking, kind of what a lot of people are
Yeah.
asking. Who would you want to work with if you were in this season? I know you said Nicole because you like that type,
Well,
but
yeah, that's the thing. It's like sitting here now, I'm one of those people that's like, this would be the smart group. This is what I want to work with. But I think
mhm,
everyone that's seen me both times I've done it know that I'm kind of an emotional player. I really just stick with who I like, who my friends are, who I get along with. And I'll do a little intermingling with the other people, but I really don't want to live with people that I don't like. I always come down to just being like, I want to be final two with Devon. I want to be final two with Meg. Like, I'm going with Chrissy.
right.
Like, so for me, I'd love to be like, oh, I'm going to work with this one. I'm going to work with that one. But really, I just end up probably hanging out with being Nicole. It'd be Nicole and some of the Cliff's Angels. Like I don't know, something about Jessica. I don't like that much. I think she just kind of annoys me, like diary room wise and like her commentary and stuff. I'm not really a fan of her in that capacity.
She
So I
doesn't.
don't necessarily know about like that side,
Yeah,
but
she doesn't have game. Like as far, I'm sure Jessica's lovely in the real world. I love her girl power and feminism, and I love all the real world Jessica. But yes, Jessica in the game literally did nothing until last week when she won HOH. Then was
yeah,
able to do what Cliff wasn't. She actually followed through on getting a Jack or a Jackson out. So I give her credit for that. But now that her week's
yeah,
over, she's kind of right back to. I
right.
don't understand what she's
Like,
saying.
well, or do they still do those diary room count things? Like, I feel like if
Yes,
she's not in power or something, there's
correct.
not much contribute I'm getting from her. It's like the only person that says less is Annalise.
Well, yes. Yeah, probably. She does say it. It does say less. Yanisa, Mind of Yanisa over on Twitter says, "What do you think about Kat asking a barrette out?" So, like, literally, she will manage to work that into her DRs,
Everything. She's
everything.
gonna say that on her stage with Julie whenever she comes out.
Uh huh.
Um, I think it's funny. Honestly, I've kind of already gone off about this. I I know a lot of the kids from last year,
Uh huh.
and a lot of them like they all think they're really hot shit.
Yeah.
And last year was actually like a mediocre ass season. Like nothing that big happened, nothing like mind changing. Like there was no Dans and Derek's, and like it was kind of mediocre as shit. But they're all like the social media thing has just gone dead. Like, didn't Brett like put out an album? Whatever. I don't care.
I'm not
uh,
a Brett
Brett
fan.
was always the person that really annoyed me the most from
Mm
that season.
hmm. Mm hmm.
So I'm always like, even when he did his damn takeover on the damn Instagram, they have like every mediocre person from last season doing a takeover.
Right.
Like, why don't you just send the camera over to Steve's house too, and let's watch him watch cigarettes and take over? Like, I don't know. It's just so Brett, not a fan.
Mm hmm.
So Kat, like, pick somebody better. There's lots of like hunky Big Brother alumni, and she'll realize when she gets out that most of these people are sleeping together anyway, or at least
Exactly.
have once. So she probably won't want Brett because he's probably got like crabs from someone from season 8 or something. But
I
we'll
agree.
see.
Lost in King Cruz, who had the other question, had the follow up and said, "Yes, Jason, it's hard for Annalise to have so much to say, especially when she spent half the season with Jack in her mouth."
With I was just gonna be like, is this a penis in the mouth thing? You know that trust. You should not be saying that. I said that on OTT, and that shit did not go over well, bitch.
Well, everyone who's watching now knows that we do comedic recaps and has a sense of humor. Or we could just beat this horrible season into the ground and all be miserable watching it together. So let's just laugh, everyone. Let's all
Honestly,
just.
DirecTV lost CBS for a while.
It's
I think
probably
they
one of the.
just got it back now because they don't want to lose football. But I was asking people like, "Are you watching?" And they were like, "No, I lost it." And honestly, because of it, I don't like it. Their ratings for Big Brother must be actually very bad this year, which is not good for the show. But I mean, it is
They
what
are
it
not
is.
good. They are not good. They were real low. They all came back for Jack's eviction. So now
Okay.
did you watch that live?
I did not.
Did
I
so
did not.
did you didn't see Julie grilling Jack?
I saw like one clip of it,
Uh-huh.
and it looked like did she show him clips or something? I think I saw like what her segue was into her showing him the clips,
Right.
but I actually didn't see his reaction to the clips or what he said.
It was basically like the Aaron situation, except
Right.
this time Julie had the clips, so Jack couldn't say, I don't recall saying that.
Right. Yeah,
Julie
they were
was
like,
like,
we learned last time that she's gonna pretend she don't know.
uh-huh. So it was very interesting, but I saw like people in chat were asking what do you think of that? Or more specifically, do you feel like it's
I think
good
Jack's an
TV?
asshole.
He is an asshole. Should we give him a second chance if he comes out and apologizes and is remorseful and shows actual signs of taking action for changing? Should we
I
forgive him?
I don't think it fucking matters. There
Okay.
is terrible people all over this country that has terrible thoughts. There's terrible things going on. It's
Mm-hmm.
unsafe to fucking go anywhere because of the damn president and the bullshit he be spitting out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think forgiving him actually changes anything. He's gonna go right back to wherever fuck he's from, and he's gonna go back and do everything that he says he does. I also hate this too. Why is everyone a fucking photographer this year? Can someone
Yeah.
get a real fucking job? Everyone's like, I'm a photographer. That means you try to convince models to suck your dick for free photos. Are you fucking kidding me? A photographer. My mother's a photographer, bitch. Um, I don't think it matters. Look at Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's out here like the princess mommy blogger of the world.
Yeah.
She is doing it just fine. She's doing better than everyone that was never racist on that show.
Right. Exactly.
So I don't think it really matters. If anything, it's probably helped him because he's probably more recognizable now than if he was just the guy that looked like Aquaman.
Yeah, sure. But yes, and I agree with you. I'm not saying
And
that
so
you're wrong.
it's not our job to forgive him because we don't know him. He can go home and yell
Mm.
at people about shaker bottles in the fridge at home. I don't think it actually matters what we feel about him.
That is it. That is interesting. I didn't think of it from that aspect before. You're right. Why do we care? I mean, normally I always say
We
it's
don't have to forgive him. We just don't have to know him anymore.
well, maybe you don't, but I have to talk to him in about 6 weeks. So that'll be fun. Uh, Lindsay wants to know, regarding people's personalities in the house, who do you think is the hottest guy this season? Oh, I'm sorry. Disregarding. So she's saying, take away the
Like, let's take the
racism.
personalities out of it.
Right. Who do you think is the hottest person, guy, I guess, in the house this
Am I
season?
forgetting half the guys? I don't really know. Like, even the Jackson one that I cast, I keep saying it like I cast him. I don't work in casting. No one shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
It was, he's like not my type. He just looks like beautiful for America. Um, I guess Jack, if you take the personality out of it, is like Austin, but actually attractive because Austin was like gross. You
He's
know,
like
he's like
greasy.
my friend now, but he just looks gross. So like they found like a big tall guy with hair that doesn't look like an inbred. So
Right.
like that is a little bit, but like honestly, and I mean Tommy is obviously all ripped and stuff,
Uh-huh.
but like I can't forget that personality and all the leg lifts and the kicking and like he makes me look like fucking like Rick Cheney. I look like Dick Cheney next to him, like old and like straight and boring. Like he is Frankie Grande. It's a little much.
I don't.
So
Okay.
the more I'm thinking, who else? David, maybe. You know, everyone. I like chocolate. Chocolate men are usually my like go-to. So maybe David, although he looks like he wears color contacts.
I like David. I'm with you on David. Basically, all Lindsay wanted you to say was Jack, because I, all season long, said I thought Jack was disgusting. Even before the season started, I said Jack was disgusting, and nobody agreed with me.
I mean, honestly, look at the world we're in now. Like, look at all these people on these shows. Even look at, like, when I came out, I did a lot of that, like, let me sell my soul for teeth whitening kits on Instagram.
Right.
Like, you can only have 10,000 followers now, but you can do that as long as you're beautiful. Like, it's all about beauty and muscles. You can be on the challenge as long as you have a six pack. You
Yep.
can do the Bachelor as long as you have veneers. So I think that he is like that kind of look beautiful. Like, ooh, social
Right.
media beautiful. So it makes sense.
I mean, I don't think he's social media beautiful, but okay, I'm
No.
wrong. I'm wrong.
Okay, well, who do you
Everybody
think is
does.
attractive? Because I don't think any of them were really cute. Sorry, Ovi. Sorry, whoever. Sorry, whoever. You know, like,
Yeah, sure. Whatever. People don't care about what I think on this show right now. Jason, do you see? Oh, I'm sorry. This is from BB21 Jen.
okay.
Do you see any scenario where a battle back could happen for jury? Or do you think it won't happen because they had camp comeback?
At the, I think the camp thing was them doing that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about once it's jury is they got to pay these people to stay there anyway.
Right.
So they basically might as well or could easily, but it almost becomes redundant if they do that. It becomes oh, the same twist again. Guess what? The camp's back open. It's camp come back again. I did think it was cool to leave everybody in there.
So
Feel
they
like
wouldn't
that.
have to pay for sequester.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean,
Right.
whatever. They might as well put you in the house already. They got to pay you to be there per
Right.
week. David's the only one who got to hang out in a hotel room and be bored and watch Xana do. Trust me,
Mhm.
you do not want to be in sequester. They have nothing to do there. You just get like jigsaw puzzles and like terrible DVDs. They don't even
Right.
give you Big Brother DVDs anymore.
They
So
don't?
good. No, apparently one season like messed them all up, and now they just hand you like the Office DVDs and stuff, which is great.
Oh,
But
wow.
like you're also there for way too long. You can watch the whole Office in a week.
Yikes.
Uh, so now I forgot the question because I'm talking about all random shit.
Do we think that there will be a battle back because there was camp
A
comeback?
battle back. I mean, I honestly hope not, unless like we lose everyone we like in the next 2 weeks. And then I'll be like, production meeting, we need to do a twist right now because we got to
Mm-hmm.
save this. If this comes like last season, where at the end, we just have like the same alliance that has been in charge. And everybody, like, that's actually how you play Big Brother. Even
Right.
in OTT, that's basically what we did. We ended up, other than Morgan, like, we got the other side out. It was all my people left at the end.
Yeah.
So that's how you're supposed to play it, but nobody wants to watch that. That shit is boring. That shit is lame. Everyone wants to see alliances break up and intermingle and continually change. So if we're sitting at the end and I got like Jackson, Holly, Annalise, like Tommy, Chrissy, like snore, 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 snore. So the only way I endorse a battle back is if
Uh-huh.
we lose like all the Cliff's Angels in the next 3 weeks, and then we sure as fuck better have a battle back.
Well, I think we're losing your precious cat this week.
I think we are too. And actually, the funny thing is, she's like the funniest and the only one that entertains me. But she's actually like the only one that's playing the game in like a lot of different angles. Like she's got this Holly Jackson thing going on. She's also
Mhm.
got this thing with like all like the bottom feeders. Like she's the only person that has her foot in a lot of pools. Everyone else is kind of just still going with the like white supremacy alliance.
I mean, she has her foot in a lot of pools. The problem is all the people are smelling the chlorine on her. The
That's
problem is
true. The
everyone's aware.
peroxide.
Everybody's aware is her problem. She's not being like sly about it. She clearly
That's true.
goes to power, and I think
Yeah.
that is going to be her downfall this week. Um, our town says, speaking of camp comeback, would you have liked to stayed in the house after your eviction for a chance to return to the game, or just in
Oh,
general,
I
did you
wouldn't
like the
even need
twist?
the chance to return. I would have stayed just to fuck with people. Like even if you like if you told me like there's no way you're getting back in, but we're leaving you in here.
Mhm.
Oh my god, feeds would have been lit. I would have been eviler than I was on OTT. I would have been harassing these hoes all day. Because you come out and you're literally like, oh, all you people did me dirty. And then you want to like hug me on my way out and be like, oh, we love you, Jason. Like all of you just kept me poor. All your dads own everything. You all come from oil money and you always vote out poor little ass, live in the basement me. So my ass would have loved to stay there
Uh-huh.
and fucking spit in Vanessa's mouth every day and call Shelly the C word. I would have gone off. They should have left me in, just me alone.
Speaking of Vanessa, did you hear her
Yes, she's
news?
pregnant, or
She's
her
preg-
girlfriend's pregnant.
Yeah,
Congratulations, on Vanessa.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I would have spit in her mouth.
I was
I
spit in her
love that.
mouth.
I wouldn't hate
Congratulations on your
anyone.
baby. Yeah, no.
What?
I was like, I spit in her mouth and congratulations on your baby.
Yeah. No, but like, obviously, now I love everyone. But when that shit's fresh, like for them to say, actually, you're not leaving, go hang out upstairs and wear this outfit. I mean, I've already worn an outfit in that damn
Uh-huh.
house for a week already. That's nothing.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And Nikki3 wants to know. Nikki3 wants to
Okay.
know. Do you think that there are too many jurors? Do you think there are too many jurors on a
Like
season of Big?
doing the 9 jury versus the 7
Yeah,
jury.
9 versus 7.
I mean, I've never made it to jury, so like I don't. I know. I think I like the 9 better because a lot of the times, by the time we're at the final 9, like so, okay, so it's the final 11 starts jury. The time we're at the final 9, a lot of
Hmm.
the times it is where it is. You know, Tyler, Angela, JC, like the whole jury would be one side of the house,
Hmm.
and that's less exciting than when if you're like, okay, everybody gets a chance to have
Yes.
their moment and stand up and vote for a winner at the end.
Right. I mean, I could want to see it both ways. There are parts of me that would love, like, I think if everybody was a part of the game, I want everyone to have a say. I would honestly like us to get a vote one year. I want America, just one vote.
Fuck off.
Just
We
one.
already saw what happened with that. Y'all bitches don't know how to log into your computers correctly.
No, no, no.
Fuck off with America's vote, okay?
I just want one. I'm not saying I want to
No, bitch, the
determine the
interview is
winner.
over. How do I end this?
I don't want to determine the winner. I just want one vote. Just want one.
Yeah, that's what you get America's favorite player. You want everything.
Sure, good point. Good point.
Greedy ass Americans.
Good point. Yanisa also had a follow-up question. Apparently everyone's liking it on Twitter. A very important, probably the most important question you'll be asked on this show. She
Okay.
wants to know, what do you want for your birthday?
Oh, you can PayPal me money. No,
Sure they can. What's your
no,
PayPal?
I don't want anything for my birthday. I'm not really planning to do anything either. Everyone's like, it's dirty 30. What are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I went out and got drunk last night. I'm probably just gonna like be lazy today. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Nothing. But yeah, you can PayPal me. Feel free.
Mal Pal wants to know, why do you think they don't bring more older players on to BB, since they do seem to be the favorites each season?
Well, because if you put 6 of them in,
Mm-hmm.
they're not an endearing favorite. It just looks like we're running like nursing home. And this is CBS's sexy summer show. Like, this is the sexiest, funnest summer. Everyone's bored and not sexy. They walk around in PJs the whole damn time. But think about their branding. They do that cool photo shoot. You think they're gonna put in, Rennie, Cliff, and all these people on the same season? No, it would look crazy. Well,
Be-
maybe now that Love Island's popping off, maybe next year they'll be like, okay, let Love Island have all the young sluts, and like maybe we'll have an older demographic. I mean, their demographic of watchers is older anyway.
right. Lost in Concru said because it's BB and not AARP. Good,
But yeah,
good.
basically, I mean, that's the sad thing is like if it was on AMC, maybe, but like this is reality show,
What did you,
sexy.
yeah. What did you think of Love Island? Did you watch it at all?
I did not. I have seen the UK Love Island, and I
Uh-huh.
know that they be showing a lot of shit on that show. The UK can do whatever they want. They don't even have an FCC apparently. Um, so I did not,
What do you
but I
think?
heard they were people like screwing on it. I don't know. It's 5 times a week is a lot.
It was a lot. It screwed with the Big Brother time period, and a lot of people didn't like it. I saw we had the question: what do you think of the rumor that Love Island is to blame for the cancellation of BBUK? We covered BBUK together. People can go back and watch those shows on the
Yes,
website.
yes. You
But
know, BBUK is my shit. Although I literally, they really, I think part of the reason BBUK went down is really rebranding of UK television in general.
right.
You know, I watched, the Big Brother seasons of UK that I fell in love with
Mm-hmm.
were like classic. And then the last couple of years, they became less about like, here's the task and more about like, let's just, air diary rooms every day and try to make people fight. Like it
Right.
became very like, let's do anything we can to make this a little bit more sensational and a little bit more like, oh, it's not the boring like Stacy is in the kitchen cooking eggs. It's always like Stacy just heard what everyone said about her last night. Let's
Right.
see her reaction. It's just, and that is a little bit like Love Island's thing. So yes,
Yeah.
I think that Love Island type of shows have did ruin that because who wants to hope a showmance happens when we're guaranteed to watch people fuck on Love Island?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I like it because I think it's funny. Like, I like how the narrator, like you said, like the narrator kind of has a sense of humor about the show. It's like from that aspect, I liked it. I was hoping they would take all the pretty people that they put on Big Brother, move them over to Love Island, and actually give us
Yeah,
strategic. Not that we can have pretty strategic people, but again, like we
right.
say, it's clear. Annalise
No,
is
but
there.
that's even a great tie-in. You get voted off of Love Island, and we pop your ass in the Big Brother house. And
Yeah,
sorry, nobody wants to fuck them. Here you go. Have this instead.
there you
Just a
go.
great tie-in. We should start switching them in between.
Did you watch? I saw. God, I'm sorry. So many questions. I forgot who
Yeah,
specifically said it. Somebody was asking, did you watch the Big Brother Amazing Race Survivor season of Amazing Race?
I did. I mean, it's fucking Brittany Haynes. That's like my
Oh,
whole like. I started watching feeds during like 12, and
me
she just
too.
became like mother of God. So, of course, for her, and they called me about it like years ago. Right now, it's so long ago. But
Right.
Devon was busy filming the challenge, and basically they called everyone. And Brittany
Right.
was like, they didn't call everyone. They called everyone, and all us like C C list Big Brother stars and
Mm-hmm.
D list Big Brother stars were all like, absolutely, of course, I'll do anything for a check. So then they were like, okay, everyone is willing to do this. Let's call like the actual A-listers,
Right.
like the Britneys and the Janelles and the Rachels and the whatever those other ones are.
Exactly. Oh, well, now speaking of the A-listers and coming back, Maria Carson Casson
Yeah.
wants to know, would you ever go back for an All-Stars or another OTT type season? Um, Regardless of if it was summer or winter. So there's rumors. I'm gonna say there's
Bitch, I'm gonna have a foaming mouth seizure. That first off,
okay, go ahead.
I don't know if I would ever even come back in general. I need money this time. I need fucking money. I did
Okay.
OTT for free. I was the only like promo tie-in to lure bitches from TV to the online. Is do you remember his little ass or do you remember Jose? Come watch it online. I demanded no more money. I went there and did that shit for free. And then I lost by fucking however much money, and
Hmm.
little Miss Ferrari already had all the money in the world, and my ass had 25K and now I have nothing to show for it. So if they want me back again, I need like fucking 10K up front. I need 3K a week. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna pretend I'm fucking Janelle, and that's why I'll never be on again. But I ain't doing this shit for fucking free.
Okay, so you don't care about time frame. So it could be like all summer, you would do it as long as they're
They could
paying
be
you.
like, Jason, we're gonna do it for a year. I just need some fucking money.
Well,
I'm
who
done doing this shit for free. There is no clout that I get from this. I'm ugly and loud and ignorant. I'm not one of these people that come out and make all the money on the back end. I need my fucking money up front.
I would do 3,000 a week for a year too. I would be
Yeah,
like,
they
yep,
would never in their fucking life. Are you kidding me?
oh, they
That's why
could.
I didn't ask for any more in OTT. They would have been like, you want 5K up front? Yeah, we'll call someone else. Thanks.
Yeah, they could. It's surprising that they don't, because they could. But yeah, so I guess, what do you think of the rumor that well, now they're saying there's no celebrity Big Brother this season. Or
Oh, really? I didn't hear this.
apparently the Nielsen people, or one of the people that talk about the shows that are coming up for the fall winter, has said that it has
Right.
not been renewed. Celebrity Big Brother is not happening. But
Okay.
a lot of people are
Well,
saying they think it'll be a shortened all-star season in there
okay.
instead, meaning that's the way to get the Dr. Wills and the people that are.
I feel like they're the reason they don't do that is, I mean, do you remember Big Brother 7?
Uh-huh.
Those Dr. Wills and those people, they fucking ran rampant. Production knows that once these people have the secrets, they really can't control them anymore. Like, you
Right.
could not control them, and that's why they like having these new kids that are like afraid and like so thankful just to be there. They'll actually listen when they say put on your microphone. If
Right.
you tell Miss Dr. Will or Mike Boogie to put on their microphone, they don't give a fuck. Like
No.
nobody. So I think that they can't do real all stars because the vintage people aren't going to listen. They can do all stars and maybe like season 14 up because
Sure.
those people might still be a little bit more well behaved.
I don't think in any scenario we're getting a Dr. Will for more than 3 weeks. I mean, why would he leave like his actual practice and all those things?
That's the thing too, is like it's if you have a real career,
Right.
the money to be made, and then what? Like I don't know. I mean, I'd be down to see it. I'd love an All Star season because I know my girl Devon will probably be on it unless MTV got her locked up in a contract.
Well, perfect, because that leads me to first, Mom of Twins wants to know, will we ever see you on MTV as The Challenge? So, would you do it if they
I
asked?
I don't think so. First of all,
3,000 a week.
oh, I would do it for less than that. I would. I'm
Okay.
Big Brother. They would have to really pay me some money up front. Like the challenge. Nobody knows me. If they called me and said we'd like you to da da da, like sure, sure, but I'm not there like aesthetic. Like,
Mm,
even Josh went from being like heavy set, endearing, funny guy, and they were like, you now have to be the cool guy. Dye your hair, get abs, look like this. Like MTV is not really they don't want little Twinkie me running around making off color jokes. They want people that fucking drink protein powder and lift weights.
uh-huh. I'm just making a note to go look at Josh's Instagram, apparently. Jo-
Why?
Josh is actually going to be on the show next week. I was just talking to him, and
Okay.
he's like, yeah,
Well, look at him now. He is
all right.
cool as shit. I mean, not that he didn't look cool before, but he seemed like a normal Big Brother person before. And now he's out here with blonde hair and ripped jeans and so cool. And I do gyms. I'll be doing ropes. Like that, the challenge is for that shit. I don't
Okay.
think they need my acne ridden face. If this was the challenge, the old days,
Uh-huh.
like where Katie Doyle and Veronica used to be on,
Right.
just getting drunk and fighting, like I would already be on that show. You wait till like the Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie hot mess thing comes back around. Once
Mm-hmm.
like being Amanda Bynes is cool again, and then the challenge will be eating my fucking butthole trying to get me on there. But until that is cool again,
Right.
right now when we're in this like Jackson get a free Lulu bed to look at my pecs and my nipples, like aesthetic the
Uh-huh.
world is going through right now, I won't be on there.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll follow up from Dee Dee. Follow up from Dee Dee. Did you watch the whole season with Devon on the challenge? Uh,
Of course,
and so obviously you were rooting for her.
yes.
Do you think that she will play again?
Um, I I love Devon and we talk frequently, but we talk about like that's my real life friend. I'm not like, so girl, when are you doing another show? I mean,
That
I
was the
think she was
first thing
only
I'd
gonna
say.
do one, and I think a lot of us convinced her to do the second one.
Really?
So yeah, I don't think Devon really was even planning to do that second one. And then we went to Vegas with her, and I said to her, "Girl, you don't know how long they're gonna call you. Sometimes these people are on one season, sometimes they're Johnny Bananas, and they're on 45. You have no idea. So as long as they're calling, you should be saying yes." So I think me and Lawan and Parker and some of
Uh-huh.
our little Black Panther crew were able to convince her, but I don't know if she would do it again. I mean,
I think she needs to do it again. And I just saw Southern Girl Jen said you need the Jersey Shore version of
Yes.
you need the Jersey Shore
Yeah.
version.
Like if they when Jersey Shore shit is cool again and
Uh-huh.
like being a drunk silly mess is cool again, like MTV will fucking be owing me so much money. But for now they're not interested.
I mean, look, I think people around, I think it's different for the actual people on the show, like, so the reality stars, but a lot of people know that I used to work for MTV, and the thing that they
Oh,
but work not in front, like I worked for MTV, but the thing that they drilled in your head from day one was
yeah.
when you're like 27 or like God forbid you start to show a wrinkle, like you're gone. They're like, there is no longevity here. So
Yeah.
just understand that the second you start aging, you're out. And that's like behind the scenes people for
Oh,
MTV.
but
So, yeah.
I can,
So,
and that's why we do have the oldies on that show, but they're
mhm,
like the powerhouses, like that still lift cars for a living. Like CT's
yeah,
probably 51, but
yeah.
he can carry a bus, so they don't care. Like I said, I'm turning 30. I'm already out there demo.
But we don't look like, but we don't look old. Debbie, John, Melanie, a lot of people want to know, what do you think of the lack of punishment for the have not rule breaking that's been going on with Jackson? So if you're unaware, Jackson's
Ooh,
been, but it's not like Enzo days. It's not like fridge face Enzo days or like
yeah.
we're talking like full on. He's not even trying to hide it, eating in the shower, eating in the bed, like literally coming out with his towel with like wrappers under it, throwing the wrappers in the garbage, like no concern.
Not very smart.
No,
I mean, I honestly, the have not thing has just threw me off this year altogether because that's not a have not room.
no,
Those beds
no.
are like fine. Like everything about that is fine. Like none of that seems in that to have a lot of people not like they didn't start it till whatever week. I get it because of the camp comeback, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like that's what shows those beds aren't that bad. None of those camp comeback people were like, "We're dying. I've been on slop for 3 weeks." Like if you really wanted to like be hardcore, those camp comeback people should have all been have-nots. That should have just it should have been have-nots all the way through. You want to sit here and play for your chance in the game? You bet a chicken Georgia. You're eating slop for the next 6 months. But
Yeah.
there's always times in Big Brother where people cheat at have-nots,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the time it's by accident. Like I remember like opening up a Gatorade and Devon snatching it from me. Like, bitch, you don't know you can't have that. It's like
Right.
the day one where you're like, I don't know what I can have. You like put a Cheeto in your mouth by accident. But well, actually, now that I think about it, in OTT, Shelby had a lip scrub and it was like a flavored lip scrub, and
Uh-huh.
she was like putting it on and like eating it, and I actually feel like production took it from her.
Really?
Yeah, I
Uh,
feel like there was something with that she was called in about like eating her lip scrub. So, I mean, obviously they can do and say something,
mm-hmm.
but it's also like, what are they really going to do? Are they going to kick this man off the show?
No.
No. So what can they really enforce? It's not like there's a security guard in there that's gonna like slap the bagel out of his hand.
I think what people are expecting is a penalty nom or,
But has
votes.
that ever happened?
Yeah.
Everyone always goes to this rule book. Trust me, I've been in there. You remember Christy in the
Mm-hmm.
dam reading
Mm-hmm.
the rule book with her
Mm-hmm.
bloody hands or whatever. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of shit in that real rule book that is not actually ever happened.
We've seen it
Like,
once,
has
I feel
anyone
like.
other than Jen with the apple in season 8 or whatever?
I feel like
Jen ate an
last season.
apple and she got a penalty vote, but no one has ever been penalty nommed for anything, to my recollection.
This is bad if I'm correct in this, and I'm sure chat will tell me. I thought somebody got in trouble like last season or just 2 seasons ago for eating some. Oh, my chat is
Oh,
Ash.
two
Oh,
seasons ago,
Audrey.
what starts like
Aud.
19? That's when I started just being sick to my stomach over
Yeah,
these
yeah, yeah,
people. After OTT, I couldn't put in the same amount of time and love and effort into this show.
yeah.
So I don't know from those recent. I didn't got the factoids from those.
I was going to say, production took her lip gloss and you took her Kit Kats. Annie, Steve,
They were crackles. Get the branding
yeah,
correct, okay?
oh
Kit
god,
Kat is
that's right.
not made by Hershey.
True. Oh, true. We don't want to fuck with Hershey. Oh, important. Is it Reese's or Reese's?
Oh my God, someone just asked me this the other day, but it's Reese's. It's Reese's Pieces.
No, it's not. You're stupid.
It's
It's
Reese's.
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 No, wrong. You can actually listen to it in any commercial when they say the name Reese's.
Bitch, who has cable anymore? What's
Oh,
a commercial?
all right. Well, go YouTube. Annie, Steve, multiple people asking, but I'm going to take it from somebody who I allow to remain around here, even though they were the founder of the Straight Pride Parade, Maximus' mom. And she wants to know, what are your feelings on Nick? And what are your feelings on... She's not. What are your
Oh,
feelings...
Nick, I forgot he even existed.
Well, did you hear he likes to give foot massages?
I hear he's like, what, with Tommy? They all like cuddle up in bed. Everyone's like, what's this? This is why I hate this game too, is like straight men are so disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
They literally are always like, I'm okay if you're gay, just don't touch me. But then when we're in charge or we're in power, all of a sudden they have like six dicks in their mouth. Like you guys are such fucking sellouts. You will do straight men will do anything they can to like manipulate a gay man by like flirting with him or whatever. And that shit's just so stupid. Like, Tommy, be smarter than like getting foot rubs from like the guy with the bad tattoos and facial hair.
I feel like somebody needs to send Jason the foot rub. See, people tricked me with this too, Jason. Everyone's like, did you see the Nick and Tommy foot rub? And I was like, I don't want to see someone get a foot rub. That's disgusting. And they're like, no, just watch it. It was more like Nick was using his foot to rub one out of Tommy.
Oh, well,
And I was like, well,
whatever.
that's different.
That's fine. Good for Nick. He can be as sexually fluid and do whatever he wants to do. But it's just like, if you wanted to give him a foot job, don't do it when he's HOH.
I mean, he
Because you're
didn't.
showing your ass. You should have been giving him foot jobs back in week 3.
To be fair, it was not when he was HOH. So that is to be...
Oh, okay.
He's been flirting with him for a while.
Okay, now that Isabella's gone.
Right. So I think people are just concerned of, is he, gay or straight or bi or fluid?
What I just want to see is like a genuine, nice gay showman. Not
Yep.
like men trying to manipulate each other. Not one that's all based around sex and coveted each other's underwear.
Mhm.
I want like nice, sweet gay showman. And it seems like we'll fucking never get one.
I like how your opposites are. I'm going to spit in her mouth and fucking kill her, too. And I want like a nice gay romance, too. Like, I want to see,
Well,
like,
can we have that? Like,
No, we can't have that.
Constantly give boring ass Annalise and all these boring ass basic bitches the like I fell in love, the showmance of the summer edit, and like the gay people could never get that. We would never, even if there was one, they'd be like, oh, so what are you gonna do now?
I don't think we're ever going to see it. I think, I don't know why, because apparently you can't have two guys kissing on primetime television. So they wouldn't want to risk it.
You know, this is CBS. They're not pushing the envelope like the rest of the channels.
Nope. I'm just not going to say anything. Nurse Fem, would you ever want an all super fan season? This has been like a big debate this season, which obviously a lot of people are not liking this season, and a lot of people are like, "Well, we want all super fans." Like, why do you put these Instagram?
But a lot of these people, I think, are actually super fans this year. They just suck. Like,
so then are they?
The boring people that are like the pretty people that are usually recruits. Annalise, Jackson, Chrissy, Tommy, all these people that we hate are actually the fans. They are actually super fans. So, like, don't think that you just want to like that you love every super fan. How many of you bitches are fighting each other on Twitter? You clearly all don't get along. So I don't know why people think that is the solution. Because I actually think this year we don't have many recruits. We literally have a lot of fans. And nobody likes those fans.
I mean, I feel like they say that they're fans. Like Tommy acts. Well, we know Tommy obviously knows Christy. At the New York City premiere party. Oh my god, I totally forgot his name again. The one that is the DJ. Alex was telling me that Tommy and Christy were both dancers for him.
Oh, okay.
So, did this stuff together. But Tommy, yesterday, on the feeds, literally said, what does OTEV mean? Why is it called the OTEV competition? And was not kidding.
Well, I mean, that is okay. Now, if we're gonna break it down,
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead, break
so
it down.
maybe they're fans. They're not super fans,
Sure. Then I agree. But
but
aren't we
like
all
the
fans?
super fans are the crazy ones like me. Like they cannot have a sexy productive summer show if they just put a bunch of the crazy ones like me in who are only gonna want to talk about Big Brother the whole time.
And you need
Do
people
it.
to
Do
go
that as
first.
a 3 week. Do that as a 3 week winter. Put in nothing but 16 super fans for 3 weeks. But we can't have 9 months of everyone just recounting all their favorite arguments from season 10. Like it still needs to be psychological. We need to talk about other things other than Big Brother.
I feel like that's the perfect formula for OTT. Like, just do another OTT, but really make it
With
all super
the
fans.
hardcore super fans.
Right. Because they'll be
They'll never do
feeders.
another OTT because y'all bitches ruined it. You think production wanted to give Morgan that money when she did nothing all year long? No. So OTT, if it comes back, it ain't gonna be y'all bitches choosing because that's why that shit don't exist anymore. Because you made that shit a debauchery and an embarrassment.
Oh, I think it doesn't exist anymore because we all complained about every single thing being rigged nonstop. They're like, we are never showing them
They're
behind
like,
the scenes.
we cannot do this small budget version because they are calling us out for everything.
Yeah, exactly. Dee Dee says, yep, that one was on us.
Yeah.
It has it been 5 years since, no, it hasn't.
It has been 5 years since. Well, 2015 was 17. So
Right,
in
'cause it's been like,
next summer will be 5 years that I was on the first time.
right, so it's only been like 3 years since, or
16,
4 years.
yeah, the end of
Okay,
2016 is OTT.
interesting. I don't know that I'm still over it, and I didn't play. All right, a lot of people were saying, do you think that production favors certain house guests? Because again, going back to the Jackson thing, people feel like the reason he doesn't get punished is because he's favored, or like he gets any
Well, I
food
mean,
requests that
but
he
even by saying
wants.
that, you're implying that like production is like one person.
Right.
It's fucking like 400 people that work there, and they all have various opinions on various people. You meet camera people that are like, I'm obsessed with you, and then you meet PAs that like don't even want to talk to you.
Right.
So everyone has their own opinion. So I don't think anyone there can really be like yeah, he's getting this because someone likes him. I bet you like the EPs on that show really don't even agree on their opinions about people. There's so many of them and they are all varied in like their opinions as well, you know?
Mm-hmm. New Jersey girl wants to know, do
What are we
you
ooghing about? Jersey or this
Yeah,
girl?
Jersey. Well, both, but Jersey mainly. Uh, she wants to know, did you ever find out who real Vegas was? So the Vegas spoiler. Why
The
I'm
what?
joking. You don't remember the real Vegas spoiler?
When was it? What? Huh?
Somebody was spoiling. I don't know. It was a
Spoiling
spoiler.
what about what's the real Vegas?
It was their account name on Twitter. And they
Oh,
would like spoil, but everybody thought it was like a like McCrae went after them and was like, you're not
oh.
real. And then they claimed they were like in production and blah, 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 blah. It was like a whole
And what
big,
were they spoiling? Like what did they leak?
like everything. Like whenever the feeds were down for a comp, they would literally tell
Oh.
you what happened and it would be correct.
Oh well. I mean, they gotta. I mean, please, OTT. We had lots of, we heard people be, "Oh no, Whitney," when she's saying the wrong answers. So you definitely there are slip ups that can be made, and if
Right.
there is someone in production that maybe doesn't give a fuck, then they clearly didn't give a fuck. They probably don't have a job though if they figured out who the hell that was.
I think they don't because they've stopped. Mal Pal wants to know, and a lot of, I think maybe new fans are asking this because you got it from a lot of people. If you could give one tip about being cast on Big Brother or OTT or making your video application, what can I do to stand out?
Okay, my first tip is don't make a video application.
Oh.
You're only gonna waste your time. Not that it's not like they don't see that. Devon was found in a video, but then they told her to come see them in person. Feel like
Mhm.
there's nothing better than when you meet someone in person. When they go watching probably a million videos in a row. It's going to be a lot harder to really stick out on one of those as opposed to when you go to a casting call with 200 people
Right.
and they see you yelling over everyone. And I think that's sort of, you just have to go in with the energy like, I'm here to fucking do this. Everyone else may be thinking this is like a fun thing to fill their day. Like, let's go to a Big Brother audition. I went like it was fucking serious business. And I wasn't going to leave there unless somebody in that room remembered my name.
Yeah.
So I think it's really about going with the full fledged passion. You don't need an energy level of 10, you need an energy level of 15 because they know they're not always going to have you at 15, but you have to show them what you can bring to the table because you got a lot of interviews to go through after your initial audition. It is the tip of the fucking iceberg. Uh, but yeah, I would say don't do a video. You're gonna try to self-edit yourself. You're gonna say, "Oh, that's funny. This isn't funny. Oh, I want to sit like this." You don't get to do that in Big Brother. They film you. They show what they want to show of you. So just
Right.
go there and do you, and they'll decide is this something we want to show or not.
Okay, and now speaking of casting, are we supposed to be? Are we justified? And I'm going to say I'm not, and I don't endorse this, but that's the question. What do you think of people that get mad at casting Robin Cass for casting the season?
I honestly, this is like my main pet peeve with the fandom is
Mm-hmm.
that Robin Cass is such a nice girl, a
Yep.
nice woman. And I probably would have, for everyone that says she only cast this, and this, I probably would have never gotten on that fucking show if it wasn't for Robin Cass and Allison Grodner. There's the only two people that liked me at finals week. All the boys in the room looked at me like I was a fucking lunatic. So, so quick to blame them and say, da 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 da. She's not these people's mother. She didn't raise them. If they're a bad person and they say stupid stuff, that is not her fault. That's actually her job is to find people that will do those things because we are making a TV show. We are not casting for Miss America. So
Right.
she's not out here just looking for butterflies and roses. She's looking for interesting, different kind of people. We can't get mad at her for that. And like, look at Over the Top. Over the Top just used her like alternates, her junior varsity squad, and it was cast by some other guy. And clearly that didn't work out well because the only person she really cast from that season, me, was like the star of the whole fucking season. Everyone else was mediocre. Sorry, friends. So, like, if we get rid of Robin Cass, who you gonna replace her with? The guy that does the Amazing Race? You really want to see the little animals like running around the
Ugh.
Big Brother house all summer? No.
The thing that bothers me about it too that I think people don't realize is it's not like she goes, here's the 18 people, you're done. She provides
No.
them with a pool of people that
In
then the
Canada, I
network
think she has
picks.
more say. She's a little bit more like, I've narrowed it down to 24. Let's let
Sure.
Global pick the. But here, Robin probably narrows it down to 50 at least,
Yeah.
at most. She probably narrows it down to 100, and then it falls into 90 other people wearing suits and ties in an interview room.
Uh-huh.
So us blaming her for it is just stupid. And also, how many people work under her? Like
Sure.
it's not like she's the one that you interview with when you go to your fucking casting call. You're
Mhm.
interviewing with like 3 people under her.
Miss Janie Talley, Annie, a lot of people want to know, what do you think about Tommy and Christy knowing each other? Do you feel that is an unfair advantage in the game?
Well, clearly, every time I fucking play, I'm with sisters or twins or some other bullshit. So I'm always on some fucking season where somebody knows each other.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's cool when it is the twist and the concept,
Right.
like 7 or no, I'm talking about 6. Like
Right.
that is part of it. Cool for that. Even 5, like the long lost brother and sister Nokomis and cowboy thing, cool with it. I would just like this season. I know the Holly and the cat thing almost doesn't seem planned. Like production probably didn't know that they knew each
Yeah,
other.
it
They
doesn't
just
seem like
found
it.
2 hot girls and was like, they both promo chicks. They have nothing to do with each other. They probably didn't know.
Right.
I would have liked it maybe if it was a thing. If like I'm sure Tommy and Chrissy were done purposely, clearly,
Yeah.
because like
It
you
made the
can't
edit.
like production knew that.
Yeah.
I would like to see maybe if there was a few more pairs and production did them all.
Right.
Like let's have Nicole be Cliff's long lost daughter or some weird shit. Let's let's make it more of a thing as because that's when See, this is the thing: is like Big Brother isn't fair. It's not supposed to be fair.
No.
Not everybody walks into the game with the same advantage, which is like the twins or the sisters. Like everyone has their own either hurdles or their own advantages,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to other people. Like OTT, I had advantages. I came in and I was known by America, and America was voting for A, B, C, and D. So
Right.
I mean, everyone has their positives and their negatives to each twist. It just would we're looking at it as like a negative twist this year because we
Mm-hmm.
just don't like Chrissy and Tommy. But if we really liked them, we'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad they found these two."
Well, and I will disagree and say I love Christy, I love Tommy, and I think those
Okay,
two are. I mean, I want Nicole to win. Like, if I'm just basing it like emotionally, Nicole's the
right.
person I want to win. Who
No,
do
I
I?
mean, I met Tommy. He was very nice. I feel like in real life, I would probably get along with Chrissy, but like the way it comes
She's
out on the show, like they don't look endearing.
no, they're insane, but that's why they make good feeds, and they're
Right.
also the only people playing, the only people making moves.
I mean, honestly, what I would say, even when I was like, this is like a lame, like I'm not really connecting with anyone. They're all playing really hard from the beginning. Like there was not any week where it was simple. Like I don't know. I guess we'll just send so and so. Like there's no Kale in there. There was no Kale week where it was like whatever, send Kale home. Um, so in Chrissy and Tommy have been like the main ones really the whole time,
Yes.
either at the top of the totem pole or building a new totem pole over here. So they're playing a good game, but like this is the thing too is we want to see people play a good game, but
Hmm.
we really just want people to be nice. Like the America and Twitter just hates on people when we're like they're mean. Not no one's like she's playing a great game. That's
Sure.
what we talk about in the blogs and the podcasts and stuff
Sure.
like that. But like the fandom really just wants you to be nice.
See, sure, and unless you're too nice, and then they hate you because
And
you
then
were
we're
too
bored
nice
because you're too.
and didn't do anything, and then your furniture. So figure it out, I guess. But I also saw people asking, "Did you hear about the actual cat Holly controversy?" So whether this is true or not, we will not know. But
Okay.
apparently, Holly was not originally cast.
Okay.
Kat was cast, but because of who she was in finals with, she learned the people's names from being in finals with them. She leaked the specific names of the people that weren't Holly on social media so that they would be kicked off so that Holly could get on.
Okay,
That's,
well, what I can say about that is if she was to do that,
yeah,
she would have been kicked off before
that's
the
what I say
names from the
too.
finals people. And actually, I don't even know if there is any truth in that because does anyone have the list of like these people she supposedly leaked? Because as someone who's been to finals,
She
there is
did,
not anywhere you would have met a name. Like I even came home and was Facebooking and Googling the fuck out of trying to find some of these people. You're not even a like you spend 0.1 second around the
right,
other people. The rest of the time you're like locked away by yourself. You see them, but you never hear anyone's voice. You never hear them say anyone's name.
right.
So I would be very surprised if any of that is true.
Okay, and now my correction before chat murders
And
me.
When Holly's like from fucking Malibu serving wine and giraffes, she's clearly a recruit.
No, my
Someone from casting went on a safari and was
sure.
like, hold on, we need a bitch next week. Let's ask this hoe with the fake lips.
I love how chat keeps going. Eric, you've been wrong about this all season. It was Christy, not Holly. Apparently, I say it's Holly all season. It's Christy was the one um that supposedly took the spot, and it wasn't Kat that
Who's spot? Wait, what?
it was
Chrissy leaks.
Kat, not
Okay.
herself. I would also say
Yes.
that this all came Brett. I don't want to say this is not my rumor. This is Brett's rumor from a rap. Said that he's friends with whoever
Okay.
that knows that Kat had people leak the names on Twitter to get those people off the list so
Oh,
that Christy could get bumped up and make sure that she would get cast.
but why would Kat want Chrissy on? So Kat knows Chrissy now?
Yeah, apparently.
Everyone just knows fucking everyone. I
I
don't
guess
fucking know.
everybody knows everyone, I guess. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't.
I would be maybe if they were originally trying to cast a season with a bunch of pairs and a bunch of people that knew each other, then
Uh,
maybe it would be a little bit easier to figure out. And maybe that explains why we kind of have two and not a bunch because clearly shit went awry somewhere. But I don't know. I think all of that sounds a little cockamamie to me. You
yeah,
know
what?
how we always like to jump on things like Amanda Zuckerman is Alison Grodner's niece and shit. Like,
Uh-huh.
what? No, no.
Well, well, and that is now that apparently I still got it wrong. I don't care anymore, everyone. Then I don't care anymore. I don't care. But the Christie, whatever, asterisk. Maybe I'll put it here in the edit what the correct version is. You've all told
I
the
have a
story
Twitter
to
now.
me.
You can send me all this stuff there. I'll do my research.
Yes, we have to wrap it up anyway. But Christy is the new thing this season of
Okay.
everyone's is saying Christy knows someone in production. So apparently everything gets rigged now for Christy because Christy knows someone in production.
Guys, this is this TV version they can't rig. We all saw how over the top went. That they can do whatever they want because they build those competitions that morning. These
Sure.
things are massive. They're fucking beautiful. They spend like a week fucking building an OTAB and stuff. They really can't like rig this shit for people like we'd like to assume they do. We're just mad that our faves suck at comps sometimes or suck
Uh-huh.
at the game. So we want to blame somebody else. It's like blame Jesus that you have no money. No, blame your bank account because it's your bank account, not Jesus's.
Okay, now I'm going to read this script as given to me, and I'm never talking
Okay.
about this again. Christy was an alternative. Christy
Yeah.
took the place of Jenna. Jenna was a well known cheerleader, supposedly. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not going to say who the person is that leaked it because apparently I have the name or whatever. We don't care. Great. Now I don't have to put an asterisk in. Great, it doesn't matter.
Well, sorry, Jenna, but I don't think even that matters so much because if we all go flashback to whatever year,
Uh-huh.
Rachel Swindler from
Uh-huh.
last year came on Twitter the year before when she was an alternate and basically was like, fuck Big Brother. They made me sit in a hotel room and didn't pick me and
Uh-huh.
then picked her the next year. But she was on Twitter knowingly connected to Jackie in my season and saying that shit outright. So I don't think that really is
Yeah.
grounds to not get on the show anymore because clearly, I mean, last year they were all Angela was an alternate from 17,
Mm-hmm.
Tyler was supposed to be an over the top. Like it was literally everyone from old things,
Right.
whether they had been or not. So I don't think that actually whatever.
Do we like Tyler and Angela?
Um as people when I met them, yes, they're both very nice. But like was not really like rooting for them in the game.
Yeah, I mean, as
Um
people in chat were
And
saying,
they're kind of like the epitome of the Big Brother people that I like make fun of, like the people that come out and like sell things and highly filter their photos and
right,
do all that. They're like the epitome of that. But when you meet them,
they're very
it
nice.
doesn't really seem so much that way. Or maybe Angela seems a little bit more that way. Tyler seems a little bit more relaxed. Like I
Mm-hmm.
wish he would just like smoke a joint and like stop holding her hand for 1 second. I wish he would just separate a little bit, like because they're just always together. But again, who am I? I'm not really their friends. I shouldn't even have an opinion on them. But
I feel, well, we're here to have opinion. But here's how I feel about them. I
yeah, but I
feel,
live in LA now. I have to run
true,
in these hoes more often than I used to. I could talk
true.
shit about everyone on here. Ain't nobody was in Massachusetts,
That
baby.
then you're not going to like my last question.
All these Twitter folks will be go running and calling fucking nautical and chains or whatever they are, being like, Jason's talking shit about you.
No, they won't, because we weren't. And this is my point why I like them versus other people. They're not like the people that come out that are like, I'm selling the Big Brother calendar and
Yeah,
that shit I can't stand. I actually don't mind that they came out and wanted to do a
with like their
business.
own
And
brand.
yeah,
Yes, like
you
that's a smart way to do it.
milk
And
the
of all the
shit out of it.
showmances, like the Swaggy and Bailey thing, I can't with. I just can't with those two. I just can't with those.
Okay, because
So, I'll take anyone else over them from that whole season.
Swaggy and Bailey, not a fan. Your team, Kevin.
Not a fan. Not a fan. I followed Bailey, and then I was like, I think I'm still following her, but I was kind of like annoyed right away. And he's just always been annoying. And they're like the classic, like we'll do anything to be on TV one more time. So expect to see them on like All Stars Quickie or whatever the
You
fuck you be
think?
talking about. Yeah,
What were you okay? So then, were you following the whole drama that happened with the Kevin and the
with like
chair?
basketball tournament or
Yeah.
whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a little bit about that. But this is the thing too, is like, actually, don't get me started on this because it's all everyone's always like it's for donations and it's a lot of good causes and stuff. But I just like, never mind. I'll save it.
Okay, because
Next.
I was trying to trick you. People are like, we want to know the dirt. They're like, Jason hasn't talked dirt on anybody. Make him talk dirt on somebody before we leave. We could always go
Yeah, I
back to the.
mean,
We
oh,
could,
I got plenty of dirt. You're just, I don't know. You're
we can go back. We can go back to the old failsafe of Captain Camo.
oh, again, no beef with Captain Camo.
What?
He seems to calm down now. He's probably not wearing Big Brother shirts around anymore. He looks like he
He's
might actually have a job and not just spend his whole day on a boat. So, like, good
mm,
for him.
is he? Now I heard that you had dinner with Brittany, Janelle. Didn't you have like
No,
this dinner?
he did. He did.
Who? Oh,
Captain Camo when they did Price is Right. Him, Austin, Janelle, and Brittany. We were talking about that on her show.
got you. Got you.
No,
Got.
I've never met Janelle or Brittany in person.
Really? What was it like?
Yeah.
So that was the first time that you met Brittany, and I think people can watch that back.
We've like Snapchatted and talked to each other back and forth and sent videos and stuff, but I have never like met her in person or had a conversation with her like that for that long.
Oh, well, and did you like it? Was it everything that you imagined it would be?
It was everything exactly like I would imagine it to be.
Good.
She is fucking exactly who you think she is.
Well, I am glad. I want to wrap it up because I feel like we would sit here for forever, and I didn't want to take up your whole entire night. And I want people to know, because I was telling you before and you didn't believe me, how much people ask for you to come back on this show, and how much people asked for you to come back on Twitter. So now you are officially back on Twitter.
I am. I just made myself a new Twitter. Now I'm branded across all platforms the same. It's no longer the official J Roy. It is the only J Roy.
On Instagram and Twitter.
On Instagram and Twitter, the only J Roy.
And I will have the links to those below, and of course they're above Jason's head. What are
and
you?
my PayPal is jasonroybb17 at gmail. I'm kidding. Don't PayPal me.
I think that,
but yes, I am back on the Twitter sphere. Let's hope I don't get banned again.
You do realize that that's how people know that we're old, is that we say PayPal. Like, I say PayPal to like younger people, and they go,
yeah, well, like
Venmo.
I don't know these people. You can't cash at me. I'm not giving you my phone number.
Yeah. I was like, well, somebody asked me the Cash App, and I was like, what does that even mean? I just learned
like
what Venmo.
Cash App. There's so many of those things now.
I don't know what any of them are. Sorry.
I mean, they're all PayPal just for like, I don't know. I do like to go on Venmo, and it shows you how other people are sending money. And like Andy Herron's entire life is through Venmo, and you can see like every time he sends money to someone or someone sends money to him. It's all like dog emojis, or he likes like foul things like thanks for the drinks last night, prostitute. You can just like lurk everyone's finances through Venmo if you have their phone number.
That sounds great. I think that's what we need. I think we need
it's
more.
Interesting. If you want, I can go through right now. I can tell you what the Morgan Willett sisters are buying and all types of shit.
They do that on there?
If I have your phone number, it shows you a lot of people's like the transactions they make on like a Venmo timeline. Where's my fucking phone? Oh, we're on it right now.
You're on it. Wow. No, I'll do that on the next daily live feed update show. Before we wrap the show up, I want to talk about two more things with you. I want to let you say what you want to say to the fans, and I know it's going to be good. But yeah. So I want to just first remind everybody again, really quickly, in case you missed it, I will do it very quickly. YourRealityRecaps.com/BB21. Check out all of our Big Brother content over there, or for any of our previous seasons, or any of the other shows that we cover on the website. We cover tons of reality TV shows. Check them all out over on our website. If you don't have the feeds, YourRealityRecaps.com/feeds, or if you'd like to be an updater, YourRealityRecaps.com/updaters. We're live right now on TV Co, so make sure you follow us there and put your alerts on so that you're alerted every time we go live. I am live every day talking about the live feeds of Big Brother one way or another on TV Co. I am also live every day on YouNow, so make sure you're following us there too, YourRealityRecaps.com/YouNow. where we will talk reality TV and so much more. And yes, we do talk some Big Brother there too as well. Of course, supporting us is great. It is what keeps these shows going. If you want us to cover the challenge, which starts in a few weeks, or keep us going past Big Brother, consider becoming a patron. YourRealityRecaps.com/patron. Access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows just for patrons, John's cooking show, the after shows with the house guests at the end of this season. It's just, it's where we can talk about the stuff we can't talk about publicly is the patron group. You could always do a one-time donation at YourRealityRecaps.com/PayPal, or if you have any Amazon shopping to do, YourRealityRecaps.com/Amazon. You could click the Amazon ad in the sidebar if that is easier for you. If you're watching on the website, clicking any of the ads on the website is a great help as well. Thumbsing up and subscribing on YouTube, hitting the bell, leaving a comment below, 5-star rating, and a nice review in iTunes. So appreciative. And of course, as I said earlier, you guys just liking our content, retweeting it, sharing it, putting it on places where maybe you don't see it, other Big Brother forums, other just places to share the love is always helpful so much. Your following and supporting and sharing really in this day and age is a big way that you can help for free. That being said, what do you want to say, Jason, to your fans that have come out to see you tonight? Because you have a ton of people here.
Well, first off, Eric, thank you for having me back. You guys at Reality Recaps have literally always been, if not my only supporter, then my fucking biggest supporter. And your people, like, literally is, like, the reason I came back to Twitter. Like, the people that come and watch your show, my fans, but all of my people in the chat right now, you guys are the reason that I'm actually coming back, because I missed you guys' silly commentary, and you're my fam. You guys have always been my fam through thick and thin, and disrespectful statements and crazy interviews and fucking drunk Instagram rants and everything. You guys have always been like my core. So that's why I was like, I'm retired, I'm not doing these. But then when Brittany calls, you gotta say yes. But since I propped my cherry for Brittany, there was no way I wasn't gonna do it with you, because then I would just be like a shady two-timing bitch.
Oh, I told everyone. Literally, when they were like, Jason's doing Brittany's show, and I literally took my phone and went, motherfucker. I asked him last week, and I texted Jason and went, if you fucking don't do this show, and you're doing Brittany's show, I'm never talking to you again. That's why Jason's here.
You snatched my wig. But no, there was no way I could have or would have done that. Now, I don't think I'm going to do any other show. I mean, of course, anytime you want me, I'm here. But, like, McRae doesn't do On the Block or anything like that anymore. I think all the shows I used to be regular on are kind of gone.
He does sit on Twitch, and I don't know if it's
I don't understand why all these Big Brother and Survivor people just move to, like, the Virgin Islands to play poker for a living.
Wouldn't you?
No.
If you were good at it?
Poker players are trash, like Joan Rivers said. Garbage, they're trash. Except Kevin Martin, because he's cute.
Except when he's manipulating the gay people on Big Brother that we hate.
I mean, exactly like I said, we'll never have the showmans. We'll just have people giving foot jobs.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Jason, for coming and talking to everyone. I don't even need to tell you. You just had the chat, like, flooding you with love during that. Make sure you guys go and follow Jason on Twitter again. I will have the links below. It's above his head. And we will see you guys all on the next show. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, guys.